Hey guys, this is Justin, and today I'm going to be playing a game with Josiah. We're going to be doing Type 1 game, obviously, and going to try using a clay offense with a crimson kind of Babylonian / animal defense. So, going to load it up here. Alright, so we draw our first 8, no lost souls. We've got Paul promo with Overcome, so nice little big hero with a battle winner / negate. We have our Majestic Heavens, but unfortunately no lost souls to put in it to generate lost soul tokens. So, see what Josiah draws. Looks like he's got the Humble Soul. So no souls, no star cards for us. So we'll see what he's got. Oh, looks like he's got 2 star cards. So looks like we might be facing newer deck. Oh well, okay, maybe not. Well, okay, so so he's gonna hit our reserve right away. That's unfortunate. So we're going to lose one of our star cards, and then he plays Confusion of Mind on Assyrian Laborers. So getting our heroes negated right off the bat. And we're going to lose one of our, only got 3 evil cards in this deck's reserve. So I'm going to lose one of those. And it looks like he's going to get rid of our King Belshazzar. So I actually don't mind that as much. I think the Fire from Heaven and the Belshazzar's Banquet are a little more important. We have plenty of evil characters in the main deck. So, all right, we'll see what he's going to go first. Slide the turn over to him. Wow, he starts off with the Angel Under the Oak, so he's going to be drawn, getting that fast start right off the bat. Going the auto to Sam. Sam pulls out David and gets the draw 2. Let's see, if he bans, we may, okay, there's no ban, so I don't think we're going to block this. I'm going to say if he banded, we could have considered going with Mounted Forces, could have taken Enhancement, and then play the Scattered, try and slow him down a bit, but we will not block against the solo Sam. Wow, and he gets auto right back, so that is a bummer. Alright, well, that's not bad. We actually have a decent draw there. We got our Papyrus, who is now CBN. We put our Paul in play. Let's put our 4 drachma coin down. Put our Majestic Heavens down. And let's see. So we can go with Papyrus. So Papyrus to Paul. Actually, let's do this. So we'll put down your Papyrus and Paul. We'd like to have Peter to play speech on, but I think we'll just go ahead and use it now. Yeah, I think that's going to be a better play. We might as well activate our 4-drachma coin. A little hand protection, deck protection. In the event we do draw Peter somehow, some way. Alright, let's go with Epaphras. And we are going to grab Philemon. I think we're going to hold off on banding for the moment. Because Philemon would be prevented by the confusion of mind, so no sense in putting him in battle just yet when we have Faith of Samuel in our hand. We may end up banding to Philemon, we may end up banding to Paul. Alright. Ooh, so he's got mounted forces and the siege army. So that is going to lose our 4-drachma coin. Now let's see. So we have initiative. Do we want to band right away? So he's got 6 in hand. He could have scattered. So I think we'll do the Faith of Samuel to Paul. Is that even give us enough? He's 18. That's going to get us a draw 5 if we do that. So, see, we could band in his Samuel and David for a draw 3. They can beat his own heroes. You know what? Let's actually do that. Let's see how badly he wants to defeat his own heroes. So we're going to band in Samuel and David. And since they are both first Samuel, we're going to get a draw 3. But first with David, we can look at the top 3 and decide if we want to draw those or if we want to draw 3 different ones. Ooh, so that's actually not bad. I think we'll leave those 3 on top. Well, the Nebuchadnezzar, the 5th seal, and the Exile's Soul. Ooh, and Prosperity. So we would have drawn a soul either way. We'll do Exiles. Grave You Will Remain. And then for Prosperity, let's throw away Philemon so we can get him back. Ooh, and the Prosperity gets us into Lawless. If he has a negate, this is going to be a really ugly cascade. You will take an evil card, do the 3 woes, give us another negate backup. Alright, and altogether that makes 6, 7, 10, 11, and 15, 16. So we're still losing. We will we're going to go ahead and discard mounted. And we'll reveal good dominant to recur overcome if we survive this battle. Alright. So it cost us the 4 drachma coin, but we got the soul, and we drew a bunch of cards, we get overcome back. So yeah, that he lost 2 evil characters, so we're going to be okay with that. So we'll put down Justin, Angel from the Sun, and let's see, anything we want to grab right away from reserve? Probably not. I think we'll hold on to the 5th seal, and we'll put down our own mounted forces. And we'll pass the turn. So we caught right up. He had that quick start with Otto Samuel, but we had our own little nice start with Faith of Samuel. And then drawing 3 of our, what I consider the +1 lost souls that give you an extra card, with Exiles, Prosperity, and Lawless. So we're doing just fine. Okay, so he uses his Exile soul to take I Am Holy. That could get annoying, especially since we lost our 4 drachma coin. In fact, we might even play Woes. Oh, he's going to go Gifts of the Magi. Interesting. Gifts of the Magi. I have not seen that one used a whole lot. What's he loading up for here? Wow, he has the Falling Away, so that's a bummer. We are running the new Falling Away in this deck, so hopefully that gets us a block and balances things out. Wow, and he's got the fur. Alright, well, that is a bit of a bummer. Alright, so we can hold the Woes to negate gifts, or we can hold on to the Nebi. I think, with he's only having 4 cards at the moment, I think we want to keep the Woes. Try to keep his hand low. It's interesting that he did that knowing we have Woes. And maybe we draw into Deceiver or Malachite Slave. Ooh, we got Nebi right back. Ooh, that was a really good redraw. Oh, and we got the Overcome back. Ooh, one too many. We did not get the Overcome back. I hit 8 instead of 7. So we're going to ask for Dom Initiative to negate the gifts, because that just is a little brutal. Most of his offense looks CBN, so we're going to play Woes as good. And negate the gifts. So when he's got Seraph Alive Cole, Otto, Samuel, there's just not much point in making Woes evil at this point. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get the Nebi. So this is working out okay for us. Question is, do we want a band? I don't think we need to band it at this point. We're just going to go Nebby to Betrayal. Alright, oh, he's got a battle winner and a negate. So, I guess we will have to get rid of the negate. Otherwise, the negate brings the battle winner back. He's got Conjurers for blocking. One, two, three. So now he's going to, fortunately we didn't draw into a negate or interrupt. We could use the speech though. I think we'll end up using the speech. Because then he's going to lose by the numbers, and we don't have to waste the Christian Martyr on her, who, although is good with gifts, doesn't have a whole lot else going for him. So he's probably deciding now if he wants to use the Death of Firstborn. Knowing that we have speech on the table. Let's see what he decides here. Alright, so he does use it. We'll see who he discards. Alright, so Neb. So we will use speech. Keep our Nebuchadnezzar alive. And we know now that he has only Conjurers and Chariot of Fire in hand. Now, Conjurers can grab their own battle winner, so that is a little bit of an issue. Alright, we got the Mercy of James. So first let's do our woes target. And we'll keep woes on gifts still. Still has that confusion of mind, which is certainly a bit annoying. We'll grab I Am Creator, look at the Covenant just for kicks. And now I really wish we had a hero that would get initiative against Conjurers. He could have a Bell's Banquet. He's going to have to go to reserve. Don't know if he'd be main putting Scattered in the reserve. We can go to Paul to protect the Humble from something like Bell's Banquet. So I think we'll go I Am Creator. We've got the Mercy of James back up. Excuse me. So we will do Epaphras to Paul. So Epaphras. So first we'll do the search. Then to Paul for the draw 2. Hopefully he doesn't have something like Mourn and Weep hiding in reserve. That would obviously not block us this turn, but would give him a chance to catch up. It is one weakness of clay is that it does not have a true fight by the numbers option. You have Clement with the Philippi church, but this is more of a Colossae, kind of splashy clay missionaries. Alright, so he's got the razor, so we're not too worried about that. Looks like we might lose our Book of the Covenant. That's a bit unfortunate. Be my guess as he goes after Book of the Covenant with his razor. So maybe we shouldn't have activated You Will Remain. But we're going to get the soul. We're not going to get Mourn and Weep played on us, so always a plus to avoid that. Yep, so he does go after Book. Now, interestingly, we could have used Vain Philosophy to avoid losing Book. And that might be a play that I make sometimes. But knowing that we were going to win the Lost Soul, I think we'll save Vain and save that for a block. He's obviously only got one card in hand. He's going to probably draw with auto to try and get recover a little bit with his hand size. But we're still in really good shape. Don't think he's going to be running any purple stuff with Authority of Christ, so I feel confident in being able to put down some evil characters. We'll even put down Great Fish. Don't think we'll need that as a battle winner for offense. Still at 9. I guess we'll play the Son of God on Exiles. I would like to save that to negate a soul that maybe gets his hand, like if he draws Prosperity, but we still have Second Coming, and Majestic Heavens will be able to generate a soul token if we needed to, if he doesn't draw any souls. So we might have overdrawn a little bit there, but sometimes you just want to push the attack, especially when it's his hand being so low. The other nice thing is that I am running Hopper in the reserve, so we can use the Majestic Heavens Hopper trick to generate 2 souls. And if he has any inklings of trying to soul drought us, that will quickly go away. He plays Nineveh, assuming as a fort. So that's going to restrict, while he's blocking with Assyrian, restrict players from playing Dominance. So actually a pretty sneaky card. We haven't used Angel yet, so he knows that we've still got Angel. If we do draw Angel, we might throw Woes on Nineveh. Ooh, so he goes for the Mayhem play. Alright. Wow, that was lucky hit there. Man. So that's going to catch him right up. And we move a random 6 to the top of the deck. Oops. Move to top. Move random 6 to top of deck. There we go. And shuffle that. Alright, so we draw a few what we already had. We get back our Lurking, our Second Coming, and our Mercy of James. And he didn't even draw any souls off the Mayhem. Gotta give him a little grief for that. Okay, so I guess he said it was a +4 draw. He must have had 2 cards left in hand. I didn't see. He must have put them back on his deck before I noticed it. So he gets a +4 off the Mayhem. So it looks like he's going Watchman, probably to Zeke to get a draw 2. Alright, and there's the Zeke. So we have some options here. His Watchman does negate. Oh, he's going to reveal a hand. Interesting. Decides to not draw. So we're thinking he's probably got one of the Ezekiel battle winners. His Watchman is preventing conjurers from grabbing something like Bell's Banquet. Although we could go wages to the banquet. Or now he'd be preventing wages as well. So, yeah, Watchman is impacting this battle, that is for sure. So we can't grab even our Christian Martyr. Ezekiel also negates play, otherwise we could go Nebuchadnezzar to Dream. So if we assume he has an Ezekiel battle winner, what is the best way to make him use that? We do have 2 battle winners. If he only has 1, then it would be best to block low. We could do Great Fish to make sure that he has to play it on our blocker. Or we could go Leviathan and get kind of a indirect draw 2, or get a card from reserve and a card from deck. I think we're going to see if he has 2 negates. He could also just have Angel, which would be a bummer because then Leviathan would be a block there. So we're going to try the Scattered. We'll see if he's got 2 negates. If he does, we could then use Lurking and bring in Leviathan to grab another negate of our own. So we'll see what he decides here. He's also seeing our hand, so he might realize, it's very possible that he's realizing that we are going to win the negate war, or the battle winner war, just by having more resources at our disposal. So he didn't even realize that our conjurers was being prevented. So nope, so he does have the Angel. We should have gone with Leviathan. So he might have had another battle winner too, so it's possible he just had both and we were going to be out of luck either way, but it's alright. We will give up We'll give up exiles in case he happens to capture some people and we need to release them. Or no, I'm sorry, we don't have the old falling away, we have the new ones, so that part is not going to come back. So, alright, woes. Let's see. So we've got second coming. It's very unlikely we want to play that in battle, so we're okay with Nineveh. So I guess we're just going to woes laborers, even though there's not really going to be anything happening with that. We have our Polycarp, but while he has confusion of mind, we don't want to risk that. Alright, so we're going to use Majestic Heavens to create a OT token. I guess I don't really have any good cards. So I'm going to use one of his. So we'll create a token with Majestic Heavens. And we will top deck the Hopper. And we will go with our Epaphras. Oh, he's going to ask for Dominish, okay. Wow, we had another Dom in that 6-card hand. Good grief. Oh, that's frustrating. Very frustrating. He pulls Angel and Rubble and Dust off that Mayhem draw. And in Draw Lost Soul. So, that is definitely unfortunate. That's going to be a turn of Soul Drought. We could draw. I'm going to put our Hopper back in reserve. We could draw off Paul. I don't know if we want to clog our hand even more than it already is in a way. So I think let's go ahead and grab Martyr. I think that's the play there. We'll get that in the hand. And we got Deceiver and the Malachite Slave still both stuck in the deck. It could be worth trying to draw to get one of those. But I don't want to clog the hand too much. And that could easily happen. Alright, so we'll put down Angel of the Winds. Not too worried about him being negated at this point. Now we may have to put down our Polycarp and then try to get him in battle. So we don't want to lose too many more of our enhancements here. And let's see. Discard Elymas Struck Blind. Alright, so that was pretty unfortunate that he had to have the Rubble and Dust. Basically saves 2 lost souls from being generated. Ugh, yeah, that's really unfortunate that he had that out of 5-card hand. Alright, so he plays book, activates, grabs 7th seal. I am holy. I think we'll... Yeah, a lot of his battle winners at this point are going to be CBN, so I don't think lurking is going to help us a whole lot. Not as much as the battle winners or the draw 3 off dream. And of course he draws his hopper. Alright, so he goes Sam, Dave. So this looks like we should probably use our scattered block. Or force him to use the angel. Question is, do we have a way to avoid the angel being a win for him? Feels like he might be planning that because he knows we have scattered. He knows we have martyr. Maybe he forgot we have scattered. Wish Leviathan was a little smaller, but it is what it is. Although he probably won't have a CBN battle winner. Ooh, he's got 7 seal, so we can't go with Leviathan. That would be, yep, so mounted forces it is. We'll grab the banquet. And if he doesn't have the angel, we are going to use Seize by Babylon and capture. Ooh, actually, I don't know if we will. So that's going to give him special initiative, or it's going to give him initiative by numbers, because that's going to add 3. So yeah, we're not gonna play the seized yet. If we would have kept initiative, we could have captured the 3 in his territory, and then played scattered for a really devastating block. Alright, so he's going to give us initiative, so we'll take the scattered block. And we won't get too fancy. Alright, so we held him off that one. He's going to grab Isaiah. Alright, so he's got the dull lost soul. We're not too worried about that, as we've got Paul promo. If we indeed need to negate. Ooh. Or we could swap for that dull soul. Or we could negate it with woes. We've got options. Again, we still don't have angel, which is really unfortunate. So I don't think we need to worry about Nineveh. So let's just woe is the dull. So the big question here is, does he have scattered? Two band or not two band? That is the question. And he was using Rebel and Dust, which kind of makes me wonder if he is maybe not running Christian Martyr for a dominant. He used Mayhem, Rebel, and Falling Away. So if we think he's running Woes, Son of God, Chariot, Second Coming, Angel, he does not have Martyr. So actually a lone hero attack might be more ideal. So I think that's what we'll do. Heroes are still negated. But I think we do Paul promo and protect that soul from chump blocks. So we've got Overcome and Mercy of James. So pretty good backup for Paul. Okay, so he's going Deceiver. Deceiver into the deck. And we'll see what he comes up with. So we probably made the right decision with Paul. Stopped his potential Uza chump block from reserve. Alright, so he pulls out his own Nebuchadnezzar. Ooh, and he's got Betrayal. So that is a bummer. However, we do have two negates. This is where being able to hold on to that Eliam struck blind would have really been in handy, come in handy. So this is where a card like the Storehouse promo could really come in handy. Unfortunately, with this particular offense, the enhancements are New Testament, making Storehouse much less valuable than an Old Testament deck. So he's taking a little bit of time here, but guessing it's because he's in a bit of a tough spot with us holding two negates. That's always the bummer part about when you use a Betrayal. If they have two negates, you might just be in trouble. Wow, and he's got another dominant. Let's see what is going on here. Oh, and he's got the grapes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, okay. Alright, so that's grapes, falling away, rubble, angel, and mayhem. So we knew we saw chariot, so we got chariot plus the 1 dominant left. So we're still in not too bad a shape, considering we have only used Son of God. So we still, oh, and woes. So we have 5 dominants left to his 2. And then unfortunately, Suffering Servant is going to get rid of our fire from heaven. Alright, so we know he has 1 negate. Again, I think we're still in pretty good shape. He likely does not have Christian Martyr, so he could have Scattered. We're going to have Angel, hopefully next turn. It's interesting that he's using I Am Holy. I guess he's got heroes to spare. Yeah, this is getting a little more annoying. I think we will actually... We're going to drop the KOT. KOT is kind of a liability with 7th Seal. And we don't really have anything to back up KOT, so we'll drop our non-humans. We don't want to let him get a rescue with 7th Seal. That would just be silly at this point. So he seems fairly confident that we do not have foreign wives stashed in our reserve, which I guess, well, he's seen our reserve, so he knows we don't, but also that we don't have it in our main deck. Alright, so he passes on Prosperity, but he'll take the Lawless. So depending on what he grabs, we may end up using our Second Coming to make sure he does not get back Deceiver or Forgotten History. Well, really any of those. Kind of feel like we want to keep Deceiver out of his hand if we can, so we'll see what he goes with here. So again, he goes Sam Dave. Well, I think we got to catch up a little bit, so we're going to go with Nebuchadnezzar. And get some stuff out of our deck. do the Siege Army if we wanted to, but that would likely get negated. He's got so many cards in his hand. I think we want to leave Siege Army in our deck, or at the very least, maybe just put that in our hand. And we'll see what he's going to do. Alright, so now, our Seized is still going to give him initiative through numbers, and we just don't want to do that. So we could do Seize to capture his 3, and then use both of our dominance. That could... Ooh. Wow, that would be expensive, but that could almost lock him out. Let me do a quick save here. So he's used up his auto. Does not have her, Philip's daughters. So we could literally wipe out his territory and get rid of the 2 in battle. That would just be a massive, massive play. Do we invest 2 dominance in 1 block to get rid of 5 heroes? You know, we're going to go for it. We're also going to be able to take his Nineveh. X heroes. So maybe, actually, we're going to leave him Seraph with live coal. And we're going to capture Seraph with live coal won't do much without Isaiah. So we'll capture his 3 prophets and territory. And then we'll check for Dom initiative. Or wait, we can take the Nineveh. I guess we have to play it. Well, we've already got our great fish, so we'll just play this as a site. Alright, so he's thinking about his place. So again, he's used Falling Away, Grapes, Rubble, Angel, Mayhem. We know he has Chariot. So there's the Chariot. So yep, he's going to get his Elisha. That's a good play. Oh, that's a freaking... Wow. Oh my gosh. Maybe Storehouse just needs to be in every deck. Maybe Storehouse just needs to be in every deck. This is... Yeah, this is pretty frustrating. So we'll see what he ends up doing here. His green enhancements are going to be CBN. So we'll see what he ends up playing, something to win the battle, or if he uses something to negate Siege by Babylon. Oh, wait a minute though, wait a minute. Ah, our seized is -2, that means it's actually a mutual. He played the last card, so we are actually going to get this block. Yeah, we're going Dream, get some cards back, and then going to Banquet. So that must be what he realized, that he still didn't have a way to actually win. And we draw some souls. Get our Falling Away back. Now the question is, do we use the Banquet to keep Nebby on the table? We don't have much left to play on Nebby anyway, so I think we're just going to use the Banquet. Save our Falling Away for another time. So now we'll see how many heroes he has left. Still has 14 cards in his hand, so I imagine he's still got a couple. Hopefully they are not of the particularly strong type. Yeah, a couple setup heroes, Watchman, Prophetess, Seraph. So we got his heavy hitters. And we did not lose any evil dominance permanently. Alright, so he's got a little more defense built up now. We put the woes on Nimrod to keep Nineveh from being taken back. We'll play our Babel as a fort. And I think we know he doesn't have Forgotten History, because that was in the 6 he revealed with Lawless. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yep, 5 looks right. Still don't have our angel. So we have angel in the last 7. What are the odds that we get it off a draw with Epaphras Paul? Or does he always have scattered? We could go 5th seal to grab Blood of the Lamb, which would almost assuredly get us to angel. Ooh. Skipped a step there. Put Paul down first. So we still did not get to angel, which is just kind of ridiculous. So if he has scattered, then we are going to get blocked. So he's not blocking right away, so he might just be deciding what his best option is. Gotta think he's holding scattered, but if we run to get really tricky with it, we could actually use falling away on our Epaphras. He doesn't have a ton of banding left though, so I think we want to keep the dominant block. So we will play through the scattered. If he's got it, he's got it. If not, then we do have 2 negates. Alright, so he's not playing the scattered, he's asking about opposing, which kind of makes me think drawn sword maybe. Opposing does mean characters in battle. Characters in territory are not opposing characters in battle. Alright, so he plays the Forest Fire. So you can go our Sight our Electric Evil card. Alright, so he's taken out our humans. That's kind of makes sense. He's got 7th seal. And he probably does still have scattered. How does he have that? That was... I swear that was on the bottom from Lawless. What did I miss? He did Lawless, Grab Deceiver. What did he draw after that? Oh, he did Sam Dave. Wow. Okay, well, that's another unfortunate turn of events. So we will pass, and again, we still have still only used Son of God and Woes, so we have 5 dominance left to his 1. He's down to 1 card, we are down to 5. We still have Martyr in our deck, we still have Angel in our deck, in the bottom 5 cards. So we will see how many blocks we can get with our 3 evil dominants. So he's just abusing the heck out of I Am Holy. Oh my gosh. Freaking Elisha. However, what we have left, probably nothing because you didn't discard anything. At least we get a Liquid Dull and see what we actually do have left. Oh, wait. Nope. He does not have a Humble. No Humble. No Looky. Bad. Judge. Elisha is babbled. Alright, so that is going to give us an opportunity now to take advantage of it. He thinks the game is over. We'll see. We have Bab Siege Army, which we want to take advantage of. I don't know if we need to use the vein here, or we just really want to take that confusion of mind. Free up our other heroes. Not really sure what he has left. We use the vein now, or wait till his next turn when we know every card. I think we use the Bab Siege Army, and let's get rid of holy is really annoying, but that's protected. We could take book, but he still has I am holy. Although then he couldn't do I am holy and seventh seal. I think we're going to capture laborers. So we finally get around that confusion of mind. We will Dom block Elisha. We may end up using the vein on our turn just to see what the heck he's holding on to. We don't want to risk wasting a rescue. There we get the murder back. 3 woes. Close the book in case he has another covenant hiding. His reserve. Don't have to worry about dull. We can negate that with Paul. And here I think we don't need to draw, but we still haven't drawn Angel. So I think we just want to get Angel and clear that up. So definitely going with Paul. Okay, we'll stop the chump blocks. There's the Angel. There's our Deceiver. If he happens to have foreign wives, we can go grab Peter's sermon. Alright, he's going to discard our fish. And I think we will now use the Angel. Alright, so we're 1 away. Down Claudia. Alright, so he will draw his last card. Now Elisha is not babbled anymore. Oh, that's So he's continuing to I am holy or not. So we will get rid of this useless deceiver. Alright, so we're going to use the vein, otherwise it's going to get shuffled. Just got to see what we're up against here. Okay, so he has got several battle winners. No scattered, so we were worried all that time for nothing. He does have the second coming, so that is the 7th dominant. I'm not sure he has a way to draw. So he's got far too many battle winners for us to do anything, so we're just going to underdeck second coming, and I don't see him having a way to draw. So that'll just make sure he can't recur anything on this rescue. But he has enough negates, enough battle winners. We're not going to probably not going to stop him on this turn. Especially if Elisha shuffles our martyr. Nope, he bans. Okay, so he went with our exchanger to get our Forsaken. He does get second coming back. So now we need to be careful. Did we just give it to him? And then take our chances next turn. Yeah, I think so. I think we get back our Forsaken. And we can Son of God the Wanderer if something goes horribly wrong and we don't get the rescue next turn. So he's got an Eddie with Note Deck. Does have Deceiver though, so we do have to be a little careful. Alright, what are we going to put woes on? Book still. Okay. Let's take our Forsaken back. What could he possibly have? Let's grab... Let's grab a negate. And... CBN band there. So he can't chump us. Don't see how we lose this one. Okay, so he captures one. Plays second coming. To the chariot. And I think that is the white flag. There we go, number 4. And second coming, 4-5. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. This was a long one, but really, really close game. Yep, he mentions the woes on the gifts. That early turn, he had her gifts, and I kept the woes. Definitely was the right play. Yeah, and that turn really kind of changed the game around. But thanks for watching, and hope to keep an eye out for the next one. Thanks, guys.